Larry Richart, gameplay designer for Madden NFL 13.
So let's talk about what your goals were heading into the new game.
Well, the first major goal is obviously with the new physics system. Want to totally revamp that. It just adds a brand new piece of the game that's never been in there before with the real-time physics, the Infinity engine. And what that means is you'll never see the same tackle play more than once in a game, because anything can happen once a player gets hit. His momentum, depending on who hits him, he'll fall differently, and you'll just never see the same animation play over and over again like you have in previous versions of the game. The other big thing is the total revamp of the passing game. The NFL, as you know, is a passing league now. Drew Brees, one of the guys that set the record for most yards in a season. We had 3 5,000-yard passers, something that never been done before in one season. So we really wanted to emphasize revamping the passing game. We added a new total control pass mechanic, which allows the user to control where the placement of the pass goes on the L stick. Totally retuned how that feels, and to give the user the ability to throw all types of passes. And you hear announcers all the time talk about throwing receivers into space and throwing to open areas of the zone, and now in Madden NFL 13 you have that ability as a user.
Can you talk about the new online enhanced mode and what that adds?
The connected career mode? Oh, that's awesome. That's basically it's superstar, franchise, and online franchise all combined in one huge mode. Everything is connected. You can be, you can play with Tim Tebow. I'm a Gator guy, so I always got to talk about him. You can play with a coach. You can be Mike Smith of the Falcons. You can be John Madden. For the first time ever in the history of his game, you can run with him, or you can play with Barry Sanders and be a great like that. So it's just all kinds of new options, and everything is connected, and it just really is just going to blow away the way franchise has been in the past.
Now, a lot of the guys that were here on the field today are Hall of Famers. That's the ultimate goal. Can you talk about how that works with that new mode?
Yeah, I mean, the guys we have out here today, it's unbelievable. It's just watching Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice run routes, and Dion out there doing his dance moves. I mean, this is an unbelievable event, and just to get guys like that together, it's a pretty big deal. And to have some of those guys in our game, it's really neat to, to be able to take Joe Montana and try to emulate his career and put him in the league now and see what he could do with them, and try to break Barry Sanders all his records, and imagine what would have happened if he hadn't retired a little bit early and how many yards he would have ended up with. Well, now you can do that and play through that mode and actually try to break all those records that he probably would have done had he played the full his full career.
Now, Brett Favre's out here throwing the ball again for the first time in a while. How does he play into that mode that you guys have?
I don't believe Brett Favre's in the mode. So, but yeah, it is cool watching him sling it, because I actually got to talk to him in the elevator yesterday, and he wasn't sure what to expect out here, but I'm like, I'm sure you can still sling it. He's like, yeah, I've been throwing it over to high school a little bit, so I'll be okay. So I'm excited to see him out here pitching it around a little bit.
Is he someone that you feel like you'll add at some point, even online or additional?
I think there's a lot of guys we're looking at. It's just all a matter of what we could fit in this year. I think down the road, definitely there's room for expansion in all areas of the game, and I'm sure, any great is somebody eventually we'd love to add to the game. But, as of right now, I'm not sure about who they're going to be looking at for the future.
But diehard fans can always create a character anyway and have him in there in some capacity, right?
Oh yeah. There's edit players, so you can make anybody you want. You can make yourself. That's a big fan favorite, is to be able to put yourself in the game, and you're the quarterback of the Bears and you lead them to the Super Bowl or whatever you want to do. So that's really something that's cool that a lot of people enjoy as well.
Can you give us a sense of the scope of how much new is in this game versus what we saw last year?
This is the most changes in the console generation since we've been in this what we call Gen 3, the Xbox 360 and PS3. This is the most changes we've ever made. A lot of changes with the connected career modes, and then gameplay. Our gameplay team has more than doubled in size. Cam Weber, our new GM, came down from Canada and saw what they did with the FIFA game and how they invested in gameplay and realized that, well, hey, we need to do the same thing in Madden. And he kind of doubled our team, and we've really emphasized gameplay this year. And it's the most change we've ever made, and it's the best Madden ever, for sure.
How are you guys using Kinect when it comes to Madden?
Kinect is a really cool feature too. Is we're able to call the plays from the line of scrimmage. You're able to do all your audibles, all your hot routes, all your line adjustments. If you want to slide protect, you can just connect to the Kinect and just verbally make all the commands that you would have to do on the controller. You can now do verbally through the Kinect. It just kind of simplifies the process and really puts you in that game as you're the quarterback making all the calls like a real player.